A child just ended up in the hospital after downing a single can of Prime Energy.
What? Really?
U.S. Senator Charles Schumer is ringing alarm bells and urging the Food and Drug Administration to investigate. If you or your friends are into Prime Energy, you'll want to listen up.
Understood.
The incident took place in the UK at Milton Primary School in Newport, Wales. A child had a serious health scare after drinking just one can of Prime Energy. Doctors said the child experienced a cardiac episode immediately after. The child eventually had to undergo stomach pumping as part of the emergency treatment. This incident has raised concerns about the safety of energy drinks, especially that of Prime and their impact on young consumers. That's not a single case, unfortunately.
What the hell?
Another incident also happened outside of the US, but it's still very disconcerting. Luan Tusha, the dad of an 8-year-old Fabian, is demanding that Prime Energy gets pulled from stores after his son nearly faced a deadly reaction from chugging one. Luan Tusha and fam panicked and called 911 when young Fabian started flipping out and couldn't catch his breath. No one realized this drink packs a punch with 140 milligrams of caffeine. That's basically like slamming 2 Red Bulls at once. Just for the record, here in the US, a single can contains 200 milligrams of caffeine, even a full 60 milligrams more than in Britain. Word is, anyway, this high caffeine can mess with your heart and blood pressure, and kids are especially vulnerable. The family picked up this blue raspberry Prime Energy can from Asda, thinking it was the zero caffeine Prime Hydration. They look crazy similar. Luan shared that Fabian started feeling all kinds of wrong after emptying the can. This is what he said about his 8-year-old son. His heart rate got up to 145 beats per minute. You could see it thumping through his shirt. He couldn't breathe. He started to pull his hair in his cheeks. My wife got a cool towel and put it on his forehead to try to calm him down, Fabian's dad added. Paramedics were on it, and after chilling with him for about an hour and a half, his stats normalized. They had a long night monitoring him. A lot of UK stores won't sell energy drinks like Prime or Red Bull to anyone under 16. Heck, a New York grocery chain nixed Prime Energy completely, Luan said. It almost killed Fabian. We need to make sure that kids stop drinking this. Dr. Dwayne Meller dropped some knowledge, pointing out that kids can't handle these drinks like adults can because of their body size and how they process stuff. Professor Amelia Lake added, saying these sweet drinks can be guzzled down way easier than a hot coffee. But the actual impact? We don't have a lot of evidence for what energy drinks are doing to children or even to adults, added the professor. Prime's keeping quiet about the whole thing. Asda's stance? They cart anyone looking under 25 wanting to buy it, urging people to make wise choices. But could these incidents have been caused by one small can of Prime Energy? Prime Energy contains filtered water, coconut water, flavoring agents, and electrolytes, including potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B12, as well as caffeine. Just to remind you and put it in perspective, a single can of Prime here in the US packs 200 milligrams of synthetic caffeine. And remember, these dangerous incidents happen with a 140 milligram of caffeine can. In the US standards, depending on how strong it is, that's like chugging 4 to 5 cups of coffee at once. While most of us live on caffeine, hello, Monday mornings, it's a different ball game for kids. Some can be super sensitive to caffeine. Imagine a hyper kid drinking the whole can of Prime and then bam, their heart's racing like a supercar. It's enough to give anyone a reality check. And if you're thinking, hey, I'm an adult, I'm good, think again. Adults aren't immune to these effects either. Caffeine blocks adenosine, which is our body's take-a-rest substance, giving us a boost at a cost. It's like borrowing energy, and the body always collects its debt. You just can't drive your car with an empty tank. Because of blocked adenosine, your body doesn't know it's running on empty. So, if you overdose on caffeine, you may experience anxiety, feeling jittery, insomnia, GI issues, and even have your heart race over 100 beats per minute. The human body's ability to break down caffeine does vary among individuals, so some people may be more likely than others to develop these side effects. In general, most adults can safely consume 400 milligrams of caffeine daily without experiencing dangerous side effects. But a safe dose of caffeine hasn't been established for children. This equates to 2 short cups at Starbucks. However, Even a single dose of caffeine has been linked to behavioral problems in children. Schools and parents are getting the memo. Many are banning Prime, and there's a Twitter or X storm of concerns. X users have spoken out about their children being exposed to the drink, and even attempting to sell it to one another. Just a heads up, in the US, the FDA hasn't imposed any specific restrictions or requirements on the sale or labeling of energy drinks. They just treat them like any other food or drink. Prime's mix is off kilter. It's high in potassium and low in sodium. And while that might explain its unique taste across all brands, too much potassium can spell trouble, heart irregularities, muscle cramps, and a slew of other not-so-fun symptoms. Especially for kids, it's a big no-no. According to the FDA recommendations, the daily limit of potassium for a 13-year-old kid is up to 2,500 milligrams per day. There are as many as 132 milligrams of it in one can, and this dose is drunk in, say, 5 minutes. If it is combined with a huge amount of caffeine, it is no wonder that it can cause cardiac arrhythmia, which could even lead to death. Recently, TikTok's hyping up energy drinks. Research shows that TikTok videos on energy drinks get mad love, pushing more kids to try them out. And guess what? The study revealed that nearly a quarter of these videos featured children or adolescents, and 15% showed hazardous consumption. To address this issue, researchers recommend age-related restrictions on these videos, similar to those on tobacco and alcohol advertising. One New Jersey upper elementary school principal expressed concern over students ending up at the nurse's office with headaches and other symptoms after consuming Prime. It's evident that these highly caffeinated and potassium-rich drinks are affecting students' behavior and health in school. You should know what you're sipping. It's absolutely crucial to distinguish between energy and sports drinks to help choices for children's health. Energy drinks are packed with caffeine and stimulants. They're not the same as sports drinks, which athletes use for hydration and nutrients. For regular hydration, water or juices are the way to go. For the gym junkies wondering if Prime can amp up their game, here's the scoop. Prime does have some goodies like vitamins and amino acids, but they also pack preservatives and artificial stuff. Prime Hydration, though, might help with those intense workouts, but giving Prime Energy to kids? Not the best idea. So there you have it. Prime Energy might not be the best choice for everyone. If you like our video and want us to make more like this, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives. And if you're craving more fun facts, our McDonald's fries video is a must-watch. Catch you in the next one.